All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwaf, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Now, before I play this video, this video is actually pretty funny because when I was listening to this video, one scripture popped up in mind, so I want to read it. In the 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So what this man is about to go into is basically the 10 horns. Half of them are basically on the verge of collapse. And matter of fact, when this video was made, it didn't collapse yet, but it did collapse in 2009. You have something called the Pigs Nations, which consists of Portugal, Ireland, Italy, Greece, and Spain. The Pigs Nations, that's the acronym. And it's actually a derogatory term. So when they separated from the dollar and created their own currency called the euro, they realized that they had weaker financial countries in the alliance, which means that the richer countries have to uphold the poorer countries, which is a schism in their alliance, which eventually those nations, collapsed. Their banking system collapsed, which puts a harder strain predominantly on Germany, because Germany is really the one that uphold the European Union. But when you listen to this, I was like, wow, I always wish I could find some information, because I know this history, but I always wanted a video with it, because visuals, we are in the time of visuals, man, because the Lord's pouring out his spirit, and he's also making everything that was secret manifest. So when you listen to this,
how much does Greece owe, Roger? $367 billion. Correct.
All right. So when it says that receive no kingdom as yet, so before 2000, because the European Union was erected January 1st, 1958. Their charter was in 1957, but it came a thing in 1958. 1 hour in the eyes of the Lord is 41 years, 0.67. You can round it to 42 because 1,000 years is a day, and a day is 1,000 years in the Lord. So an hour to the Lord is 42 years. So from 58 to 2000, when they created the euro, which I already went into that history. But see, back in the ancient world, these nations actually had an empire. They ruled together. America is the ruler. See, the 10 horns is they uphold the beast, as I said, the ones who carried the woman. That's like a couple scriptures up. All right. So they support America. They don't rule with America. That's why America have the last say. They can't do anything unless America say yes. So they got to rule with America, and everything was all good until, they separated. But only reason why these things happen is because of prophecy. It's nothing deep about it. You're going to fulfill the word of the Lord. The reason that they created, the Renaissance came back, the alliance of America and the European Union, it's all because of prophecy. So that's what it means that they receive, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So let's go into the destruction. And this is how you know that they are on borrowed time. They're on borrowed time. Also, the Pigs Nations, right? So the 10 horns is this. You have Belgium, you have France, you have West Germany, you have Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands. In 1973, you had Denmark, United Kingdom, and Ireland join. In 1981, you had Greece join. And in 1986, you have Spain and Portugal. So altogether it's 12. Spain and Portugal is one. United Kingdom and Ireland is 1, which would equals 10. All right. But the pigs nations, Portugal, Ireland, Italy, Greece, and Spain, that's 5. So half of the 10, all right, the 10 power structures of the European Union is in debt. They collapsed, which the next scripture I'm going to get, but I'm going to let the video play now.
And who do they owe it to? Luck. How much does Greece owe, Roger? $367 billion. Correct. And who do they owe it to? Mostly to the other European economies. Correct. How much does Ireland owe? $865 billion. Correct. And who do they owe it to? Other European economies, mostly. Correct. How much does Spain and Italy owe?
See, and so they in debt with each other. So they've been on the decline for a long time. So the European Union, they are on borrowed time, you know? And let me just get the scripture on deck. Then go back to the video.
$1 trillion each. Correct. Who to? Mainly France, Britain and Germany. Correct. And how are Germany, France and Britain going, Roger? Well, they're struggling a bit, aren't they? Correct. Why? Because they've lent all these vast amounts of money to other European economies that can't possibly pay them back. Correct. So what are they going to do? They're going to have to bail them out. Correct. Where are they getting the money to do that, Roger? Good question. I don't know the answer to that one. How much does Portugal owe? Hang on a minute. What was the answer to that earlier question? Just keep answering the questions, Roger. Where is Portugal going to get the money it owes to Germany if Germany can't get back the money that it lent to Italy? Just a minute. What was the answer to the previous bit? The question was, how can broke economies lend money to other broke economies who haven't got any money because they can't pay back the money the broke economy lent to the other broke economy and shouldn't have lent it to them in the first place because the broke economy can't pay it back? You're wasting very valuable time, Roger. How much money does Spain owe to Italy? $41 billion, but where are they going to get it? Correct. What does Italy owe to Spain? $27 billion, but they haven't got it. They're broke. Correct. How can they pay? Good luck.
So, well, it is funny, but it's true, you know. And that's how America been doing, you know. They just printing money out of thin air. America's what, 34 trillion in debt, but the actual really the real debt is actually like 240 something trillion, you know. But yeah, so America's broke. They're done with the dollar. That's why, you know, the prices is crazy these days. The dollar is devaluing, you know. The European Union, they've been weak ever since the Ukraine and Russia, you know, incident. And America, what they did is that they basically sanctioned Russia and told the European Union don't deal with Russia, but they had a good agreement, particularly Germany, you know, with Russia. And when they destroyed the pipeline, the Nord Stream 2, which was a pipeline direct to Germany, and then through Germany, it spread out through the rest of the Western Europe for energy. Now Germany is collapsing. They don't put that on the news, but Germany is collapsing, which is the head of the European Union financially. And so you have that going on. And then they put a sanction on Russia. Now you have to go to America, because here's the thing. The reason that they even did that is because they wanted the European Union to be more dependent on them. So now you got to come to America to get energy, gas, oil 4 times. All right. 4 times more than what you was getting from Russia. They're not making no profit, you know. So this is why I love the scriptures. It said, and where you saw us the feet and toes, part of the potter's clay and the part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there should be in it of the strength of the iron. Why are they divided? We just watched the video. The main reason why they're divided is because of financial problems. And especially with the putting the sanctions on Russia, the Ukraine and Russia incident, you know, it's really wiping out the European Union's economy. And it said, but there should be in it of the strength of iron, for as much as you saw as the iron mixed with miry clay. What's strong is their military, you know. Canada, America, and the European Union is the strongest army on the earth. That's why it takes Russia and China and, the BRICS and all of them to come together to even fight, to have a chance against America. But according to the scriptures, what's going to happen? The allies is going to turn on America. Obadiah 1:7. Also, Revelation 17 and 16 and 17. All right. Verse 16 and 17 in Revelation 17. So, yeah. And why? I know at least one reason, because you basically making it hard on your allies by taking away their resources and having them come to you for a higher price. And you supposed to be their main man. You supposed to be their allies, but you making it worse for them. So they're going to eventually side with Russia because it's scripture. Verse 42, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And then they don't cleave to one another. Matter of fact, let's get that next. And whereas you saw the iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one another. They don't agree on anything, because you have, as the Lord is putting a spirit on Babylon the Great, to continue to be more tyrannical. They are unreasonable men. When they have those summits, the only thing that they come together on is the digital implant, also oppressing Israel. But when it comes to morals and when it comes to, financial things, they don't agree. They don't agree. And that's just the Lord stirring it up, because he said that he was going to, already quoted it, Revelation 17 to 17. He said, I'm going to put it in their heart to fulfill the Lord's will. And the Lord's will is that the allies is going to burn America with fire. Also, Great Britain rules out of America. America is just the front man. The Rothschilds is telling America what to do. When you read Revelation 13 and 2, it talks about the mouth of the lion. That's Great Britain. The mouth, when you go into it, is talking about the intentions and desires. So basically, America is just the actress, all right, that's performing the script of Great Britain. So everybody looking at Joe Biden in America, but they just doing what they told, because everything is bought and paid for. As Mayor M. Shell Rothschild said, if you give me if you give me control of a country's currency, I don't care who write the laws, because guess what? They the one that put everybody in the seat of leadership. All the presidents bought and paid for. All the Congress and House of Representatives is bought and paid for. Ain't nobody gonna get a high seat in the government that it's not compromised. It don't work that way. So it says, even as iron is not mixed with clay. So the point of,
how much does
this is beautiful, man. So yeah, Europe, they've been on decline. They even more on a decline, because now they can't even get their energy from Russia, which was, at a good price, and everything is ran off of electricity. Everything is ran off of energy in this world. So I'll remember back in, was that 2021? I think when it really started heating up, maybe like 6 months after, the conflict in Russia and Ukraine. Remember, they was talking about how people in Germany and in France and Italy, basically Europe, they couldn't even turn their thermostat past like 65 Celsius or something like that. I forgot what it come out to in Fahrenheit, but basically they couldn't even turn their thermostat. They had to burn paper and wood to keep warm. So this is what America is doing to their allies, man. So you think that these nations, let's end it on this. It said, all the men of your confederacy have brought you even to the border. That's World War III, the valley of Jehoshaphat. The men that were at peace with you have deceived you and prevailed against you. So right now they acting like they with you, but they actually plotting to overthrow you. And we're going to see how it play out as prophecy continue to play on. And it said, they that eat your bread have laid a wound under you. There is no understanding in him, because you didn't consider your later end. So all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.